In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to let ChatGPT trigger workflows in your app. We'll begin by identifying the workflows you actually want to expose. This means deciding which actions ChatGPT should be able to perform on behalf of a user inside your system. That could include creating a new customer, submitting a support ticket, generating a report, updating a project status, sending a notification, or starting an automation. The key here is to only expose workflows that are genuinely useful and safe. If an action could cause problems when used incorrectly, it should be reviewed carefully before you make it available. Once you know which workflows you want, the next step is to create MCP tools for each one. Every workflow should have its own tool, and each tool needs a unique name, a clear description, the expected input parameters, the logic that runs the workflow, and a structured response. Good descriptions matter because they help ChatGPT understand exactly when to use each tool and reduce the chance of the wrong action being triggered. After that, connect each tool to your backend. This is where the real work happens. Your tool might call an internal API, run a server-side function, insert data into a database, trigger an automation platform, or start a background job. No matter which approach you use, make sure all inputs are validated before anything executes. That protects your app and helps avoid bad data or unintended actions. Next, secure the workflow properly. Your MCP server should be protected with an appropriate authentication method, such as OAuth or another supported option. On top of that, enforce user authentication, authorization checks, role-based permissions, and input validation. Most importantly, your backend should decide whether a user is allowed to run a workflow, not ChatGPT itself. Now publish your MCP server so ChatGPT can reach it. Before moving on, confirm that the server starts without errors, that your tools are registered successfully, and that the endpoint is accessible. Then connect the MCP server to ChatGPT. Open settings or connectors, depending on your version, add your MCP server, complete the authentication flow, and verify the connection works. Once connected, ChatGPT should be able to discover the tools your server exposes. From there, verify tool discovery by starting a new conversation and checking that the available tools are recognized. If they don't appear, restart the MCP server, reconnect it in ChatGPT, and review your server logs for registration or authentication issues. Next, test a workflow by asking ChatGPT to perform one of the supported actions, then confirm it executes correctly and returns the expected result. Finally, add clear error handling for invalid input, permission issues, API failures, timeouts, and unexpected server errors. Then keep monitoring logs, failures, execution errors, user feedback, and performance over time so you can improve reliability and refine your workflows.